Welcome in 6:30 Friday, October 15th for another safety focus of the week. This week's code of conduct. Ben, take it away.
Strive to maintain a positive and professional image of ECI to our employees, our clients, our vendors, subcontractors, and the public. That's a long one. Basically, what it says is be professional, and be proud of what you do and who you are. Thanks, Matt.
Thank you, Ben. So another 7 days without a recordable injury. Excellent job. Keep up the good work, eliminating those hazards as much as possible. Again, we're looking for unsafe conditions and unsafe acts. When we see them, let's address them. Keep up the good work. This week, I just wanted to quickly highlight blind spots. We're really regarding that struck by hazard out there on job sites. As the tail end of the season comes, complacency sits in and we start maybe taking on some unnecessary risks. And a lot of that is, blind spots and being able to identify them. And this is just a quick little kind of imaging and showing how many blind spots are out there on some of our basic kind of construction equipment, between an excavator, a dozer, a dump truck, regular pickup truck. There's a lot of blind spots. So we really want to focus in on identifying those blind spots, staying out of those blind spots. But if we have to get in those blind spots, making sure that we have some safe work practices. OSHA just came out with some general guidance and kind of report on how many struck by fatalities or serious injuries occur in the United States. And they're averaging, it's really about one a week, between being backed over, being struck by a piece of equipment. So that's, I thought that was a pretty high frequency throughout the United States. So I kind of wanted to share that little tidbit of information, kind of get everybody kind of focus in on blind spots, and then kind of quickly reviewing our safe work practices. Again, it kind of comes down to that hazard recognition, making sure that you can identify blind spots, train if you see an individual in a blind spot, correct the behavior, work together as a team to making sure that we don't have any unnecessary exposures out there in the field. When you know that you're not in a blind spot, you have that eye contact and you have that communication with your operators or the people moving around the equipment. So that eye contact is really important. Another really good rule of thumb is to always, approach equipment from kind of the cab side of the equipment where they can see you and they give you permission to kind of enter their swing radius or kind of their work area. Don't just kind of quickly approach an operation without kind of having some type of visual kind of clearance saying, yes, you can approach, you can come talk to me or come into my work environment when you have all this equipment moving around in tight quarters. Spotters is, again, best practice. If we can utilize spotters and have them readily available as much as we can. A lot of it's just mostly our field man out there just trying to work together as a team to kind of, if we're identifying overhead underground utilities, backing trucks up into our operation. But again, having that third person, that spotter, readily available saves accidents for sure. And then that last line of defense is that PPE. That's where that high vis, let's really stand out there on our job site, especially as it's getting into the colder months. Sweatshirts are being worn. Sometimes we forget to throw those high vests over our sweatshirts. If you need more high vis sweatshirts or a high vis, larger high vis to go over sweatshirts, now that we're wearing more we'll be wearing more sweatshirts in October and November. Come see us in health and safety and wish you out some more high vis. So let's just really focus in. Let's finish out the year strong here as we're approaching the end of the Q4. Well, with that said, if there's anything to add, feel free, Ben. If not, take it away.
Okay. Can you release so I can?
Yep.
I'm going to try to get this to work. Did that work, Matt? Can you see the?
Looks like it's loading up. There it is.
Okay. Yep, I've been having problems with this. Okay. Good morning. So remember about the blind spots. It's a key thing when you're backing up too. So our fluke clinic is going to be on Friday, October 22nd. What time is that going to happen at the surveyor shop, Matt?
Right
This
after this.
After
right
safety meeting?
Yep, right after.
Okay, I'm assuming that's what after is. After this meeting, on the 22nd, we'll head out to the back side of the front building, which is our surveyor's area. Also note that we signed up for an employee discount at Pet Food Warehouse. Ask for the paperwork, tell them you work for ECI. I don't know, is it 10%, Matt, or 5%? Anybody know?
I believe it's 10%.
Yep.
And can I just add one thing on the flu clinic?
Certainly.
Beth Schiller over at Champlain Medical called me last night to inform me that the first positive case for influenza in Chittenden County happened yesterday.
Okay.
So she's like, we're not going to hear much of it because the COVID takes precedent, but it is now has started. Flu season has started.
So next Friday is the 22nd, believe it or not.
Yeah.
So it'll be our clinic. We still in the fall, we have one new employee, Gary Whalen. If you haven't met him yet, you may. He's right now he's working with the paving guys. I think they've probably been working at night, so you might not have had a chance to see him, but if you do, introduce yourself and say hi. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. They broke the $4,000 mark. $4,127 raised. And for all of you that might not have known about this month, it is October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and the employees, Alberta and Sarah, they organized this fundraiser with these T-shirts, and they designed them and got them all made up, and they've been selling them for $10 a piece. And all of the proceeds, all of the $10 is going to the American Cancer Society. So if you want more shirts, or if you want to, I know they put in another order for like smaller shirts, like child sizes and stuff. I'm thinking that they've been a hit, and I'm thinking they could still order more if we still want more. But check in with them, either of them. There's a picture of the graphic on the back, which they designed, and it's pretty cool. And then we got some more pink shirt photos of all the ECI guys out here in the field. We've got, the rail guys. Oh, the paving guys too. Let's see. We got our people up front. Yep, we grabbed the office. We were in the middle of a meeting, and those of us that were not remote ran outside and took the picture, and the people that were remote patiently waited. Cool. Boy, we got every crew out here. These guys look good. I don't know where they are. Down south?
Shelburne Road on that one.
Oh, that's Shelburne Road. Yeah. Oh, they're going to lunch. And then the guys up front with the new 380. Williston Road crew. Then we've got some people from PT 360. There's Amy Sheridan. More PT 360. They just wanted to show that they were working their patients at the same time, wearing the pink shirts. And then we have the cast of characters at Champlain Medical. We even got the doc there to wear the shirt. We had him put it over his other. Had to help him try to arrange his collar, but we almost didn't get it quite right. Remember about the primary care wellness program? I believe we have 20. I hope we're pushing 25 now, Matt, that are in the program. And remember that when you join the program, it's a good way to get working on your health, and any visits, once you're in the program, any visits to Champlain Medical for any issue, whether work or not related, are paid for by the company. So there's no charge for any visit any of the visits that you do to their facility if you're in the program. Oh, it looks like the weather outlook. Mostly cloudy tonight. There's 20% chance of showers today. Looks pretty good out there this morning. I was checking it out. Tonight, 30%. Saturday, 30 to 60. And it looks like Sunday's the highest chance. Saturday night, I mean, and then Sunday and Monday is going to be back to 30%. Is this showing up okay, Matt?
Yeah, yes, it is.
Okay, our COVID policies, it's great to know that Vermont's one of the highest vaccination rates that we have. We're almost 89%. We don't have any restrictions right now, but as Matt will say, continue to practice anything safe. And if you're not feeling well, or if any issue or question comes up, give Matt a call. Okay, so Tom, I'm going to scroll down to this Agrimark plant expansion, and if you'd like, I can scroll down through.
That'd be great. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. You can hear me all right, obviously? In good shape?
We can hear you good.
Okay, well, happy Friday, everybody. For starters, I just wanted to send a shout out to Sarah in Alberta. That's just a fantastic job on raising the money. So it's something to be proud of. So good job. Keep up the good work. Today, we're going to talk about the Agrimark cheese plant factory over in Chateauguay, New York. Agrimark, as you guys may know, guys and gals may know, it's a Vermont-based company. They've got a facility in upstate New York, a cheese-making facility, which is busy and active. So we have worked with CNS companies on this. They're a Syracuse-based general contractor, similar to an Engelberth or a Pizzagalli. Our scope of work was to install water, power, and communication lines, all directional drilling. And there's a number of different challenges on this, ground conditions, of course, but site specifically, the room to work was limited, some incredibly limited in certain areas. But our guys did a super job, got through it all, and kind of had to take the lead on this one because there was a lot of unknowns, a lot of plans that were needed to be corrected and developed along the way. So good job to that whole team. Our scope of work, we had a 10-inch water line, 720 feet. We had 4-inch, also a water line that was a short 180 feet. Some of these bores were multiple pipes in a common borehole. We also installed 4-inch and 3-inch conduit. Later on, we installed 6-inch conduit as a correction to their plans because they had called for a 3-inch, which we installed, but it wasn't large enough. So they hired us to install the 6-inch. So FM pipe was used on the water lines, which is something we hadn't seen. I hadn't seen it in my career. And actually, we worked with Veritech. They're our primary supplier and for pipe and a great support partner for us. And actually, they see it very, very seldom as well. But it's primarily used in manufacturing facilities, and it's created a little bit of a hurdle for us to get over just from the time frame of acquiring the product. But generally speaking, it's a basic HDPE pipe with a special rating similar to a UL rating, but it was absolutely a must on this project. So ground conditions, we had pretty much everything over there other than ledge. We had anticipated soil ground conditions based on the bores that were given, but ran into some glacial till, sections of bony fractured rock. That was primarily on the water line, which was the deepest bore that we installed. Also had some loamy soils, a little bit of everything over there, which really pushed us to employ 4 different drills. Our 30-20, which is a small soil drill. The ATs are all-terrain drills, which we use for rock or ground conditions. You see we've got a 40 and a 100 in there, and also the 100 JT. And some of those were based on the diameters of the pipes that we were using. So again, I can't thank the guys enough. Did a great job over there. The drilling mud, we used our standard 6-bag mix. Nothing too crazy here. The muds that we use in this business are incredibly important. A lot of you guys may know last year we missed the opportunity for our mud school due to COVID. Matt, we were talking about doing it in tight quarters, but couldn't do it. But we'll get back on that this year. That's, like I said, that's really a critical piece of this. So Ben, if you want to scroll down past this drawing that they provided us, the civil drawings, that one's better. Yeah, the civil drawings were little rough to work with. So this is a little Google image that Carter created for me, and it shows it probably better than certainly what you can see on the plans. But on the north side of this page, on the far left, where it says 12-inch storm, this area here, those two lines indicate a storm drain. It was on grade, and the 10-inch line directly beneath it. And really what I want to call out there is we had a 54-inch work easement there to get all that work in there, and that was a tough one. So the rest of the work wasn't too bad as far as workspace goes, but working near the facility and in and around their loading docks with high traffic, daily traffic trucks loading and unloading was a bit of a challenge. They were initially going to dig across this driveway here, but because of that traffic, we drilled through it, and that was one of the AT drills purposes there, because there's some rock in that area. If you want to continue down, Ben.
Yep. Looks like they have homes right there. Butted
Yeah,
right up.
these homes right here are
Oh, you want me
neighbors.
to-
Yeah, that's okay. I can just, they kind of drove that 54-inch easement. There wasn't a lot of cooperation there to help. So, but in any event,
Green, yeah.
job well done. So going down the pictures here, can't see. Here's a drill going. Looks like that's the 100.
Yep.
You can keep going down. It's our Vector setup.
Good looking truck.
Good looking truck. It's like Josh Small. This is the area across where the loading docks were. Right here to the right of that building was that 54-inch area. And when we got past there, they initially were going to have a stop right here on the slope, which they have a structure there that's going to be fairly deep, because there's a water line that goes underneath all of that. And because of the work here, they extended our bore to help the project. And there was a lot of recommendations from the ECI staff to help the civil guys over there for their work. And I think that was appreciated.
That job that Josh is doing is like one of the most important jobs that people don't realize.
Absolutely.
Tracking the advancing end of that bore and
Yep.
getting to steer it properly.
It's a true team effort out there. Absolutely. There's great communication going on all the time. So that's a big one. Yep. Okay, keep on going down.
That's how you connected that FM, that HDPE pipe, huh?
Well, this is a typical MJ adapter here. With the MJ adapter, we call it this mechanical joint adapter. We call them MJs. Probably depending upon what we're doing, if we do a fused fitting, so in other words, we went fused HDPE to a pipe thread, we may not use these gland bolts. Typically will come out of this with that and a mechanical, a flange adapter. Whenever we convert, probably more importantly than this is whenever we convert from HDPE to a different world, ductile iron, C900, whatever. There are especially, certainly on the pressurized lines, there's a thrust restraints that are used that are strategically placed on both sides of the connection,
Right.
just the properties of the HDPE expandings, and that's can't be missed. Otherwise, we're in a world of hurt. But our crew's been we've gotten very good at what we do here with these connections for sure.
Okay.
This is yesterday's pressure test here.
That's what you want to see for at least an hour, right?
Well, this is a 2-hour test Mike did yesterday. And I think this was, an hour before the test was done, and it hadn't moved. So I hadn't heard anything after that. So I believe he finished his 2-hour test. He had a few minutes to go. So yes, that's what we want to see. No movement.
Yep. Cool.
In the HDP, it's typically a 2-part. We have to expand the pipe, relax the pipe, build it back up, and then do our pressure test.
Nice.
From the archives, I'm not really sure where this is. It's prior to my employment with ECI. I certainly had ongoing relations with you guys forever, but I do think we still have that umbrella in the shop, though.
Yeah, that's the AT&T job we did from here to White River.
I saw the rail. I thought that was the case, but I didn't want to assume. So
yeah,
that's what I got, Matt. If you want to take it from there.
All right. Well, thanks for everybody for tuning in. Let's have a good Friday. Let's be safe today.
Thank you.
be professional.
And let's be professional. Remember that code. Thanks, everybody.
Take
All right.
care.
Thank you.